It's the truth, even the future, you know.
How would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated. We had it started out as friends. We met, it started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up, hang out, and we decided I would come work for him like February of 2025.
That was Stefon Diggs, former live-in female chef, on a stand for his trial. Stefon is going to trial for this whole situation where this woman is accusing Stefon Diggs of smacking her and choking her to a point where she couldn't breathe and refusing to pay her, right? When this story first hit the internet and I seen this joint, Stefon Diggs, living chef with a BBL, suing them, woo woo. First thing I said is, man, look, man, this nigga smashing this joint, man. He's smashing. Nigga got a live-in chef with a BBL. A BBL and a chef don't even match. Strippers and a BBL match. A damn, a female rapper in a BBL. Okay, you can see them female rappers getting BBL. Chef in a BBL. I'm like, first of all, if you have a live-in chef, your live-in chef supposed to be old and ugly, okay? Old and ugly. So I already knew what time it was, right? Like a lot of people did. The only dumb that didn't know what was going on was Cardi B. The woman said she worked for Stefon Diggs for 2 years, but she's been knowing him for 4. They were messing around before she even became his live-in chef, which means they were messing around when she became his live-in chef. Stefon Shorty had a room in his house. Boy was knocking it down whenever he wanted, while with Cardi B. Now, this chef, this lady, number one, this is a grimy lady. You know what I'm saying? This lady's so grimy. When she was asked about the whole situation with the fight, how it started and all that, right? This woman got upset because Stefon Diggs had planned a trip. I believe it was Miami or somewhere. And at first she was supposed to go. Then last minute, Stefon was like, he didn't want her to go because she got into it with another employee or something like that, right? And she was so upset. She said, I was upset because me and Cardi B, we had plans and stuff and picking out dresses and stuff. You and Cardi B. A woman who, man, you been sleeping with. A woman who, man, you was sleeping with. You see how grimy these joints is? They like to be BFF with a woman while sleeping with her man. These niggas would be knocking a joint down and bring them around their girl. Scumbag niggas for real. Ain't that what Papoose is doing with Khadijah and Clarissa Shields? So you so cool with Cardi B while smashing Stefon Diggs behind her back. So they went into that. She was about her knowing them. She's like, it's complicated. What's your relationship with Stefon Diggs? It's complicated. Anytime a joint said it's complicated, it means she's been smashing this nigga on and off. They've been smashing, but they not together, and they just, like that. Your whole living so-called chef. So they went into the night that she claims Stefan basically choked her out. She claims Stefan came in the room, stood by the dresser, called her over. You know, because before that, they had a back and forth about, you know, Shorty wanted to get paid. But what I believe made her look bad on the stand was after the so-called confrontation where she claims Stefon Diggs called her in there and basically she said something and he smacked her across the face, jumped on her, started choking her, woo woo. After that, when she was leaving, I believe, to take a flight from Boston area, but from Massachusetts to New York, she gave him a gift because, you know, it's his birthday, and she always give him a gift on his birthday. You mean to tell me this man will put his hands on you and you worried about giving him a gift before you roll out? Okay, that's weird. Now, it's weird. It'll be even weirder if you were just an employee, but it's not as weird, I'll say, because it shows like, yeah, you was having a relationship with this man, right? To a point where you still have feelings for him after the situation. You still over there trying to give him his birthday gift. Then she started getting exposed on the stand. How did she get exposed on the stand? She got exposed on the stand for being sneaky, for being basically trying to be dishonest with the police, right? She had went to the police station to, you know, basically report whatever crime. And when she showed her phone or give her phone to try to show proof about, you know, Stefan on her and they back and forth on text messages, she deleted some of her text messages. She deleted text messages calling him a pussy and a bitch, I believe, and text messages saying she was going to ruin somebody's life, a female. I believe maybe it was the female she had a problem with. I don't know if it was Cardi B or I don't know, right? I believe Cardi B had a back and forth with her telling her, like, you know, you need to chill. It ain't even that serious. Now, if Cardi B would have known she was sleeping with Stefon Diggs, Cardi B probably would have told her, girl, I'll go up there with you, matter of fact. I'll give you a ride. But she's so green, she's okay with her man having a live-in female chef with a BBL in his home. She's so green. And this female chef is so grimy, she ain't got no problem playing Cardi B clothes, getting with Stefon Diggs. This is why she's talking about it's complicated. Who knows what was going on with that situation, right? I don't believe it was only about her being paid. I believe there was more there. She probably wanted to go on that trip so Stefan can be going back and forth, knocking her down while he knocked down Cardi B, while he... Man, look, Stefan is such a freak. If you ask me, in my opinion, any female working for this nigga he hit. This nigga, he on his P. Diddy shit. He knocking everything down in the vicinity. That's what he trying to do. And I strongly believe that. And Cardi B chose to deal with a man like this. A nigga that had her and 3 other women pregnant. A nigga that his own teammates, when asked, who on this team would you not want your sister to date? Everybody and their mama on the team said Stefon Diggs. I don't want him dating that nigga. So everybody knew how this man gets down, right? And she got pressed about it when she was pressed about, like, yeah, so why did you delete some of these text messages before showing the police? She tried to get into the, because my last relationship with my abusive boyfriend, I was like, object, Your Honor. The judge was like, yes, it's sustained, and jury, don't even take whatever she just said into consideration. Don't even. The judge said that, like, from what I seen, like 5 to 7, 8 times. That is bad for a witness. For every time you ask a question, you can't just answer the question. You're trying to throw some shit in there to manipulate the situation to a point where the judge got to stop you and be like, discount everything she said, woo woo, or whatever, right? Because she was trying to throw in what happened in her last relationship on how they didn't believe her or some shit went down. She was getting into it. She was already in a situation where I guess she was in an abusive situation where she was probably in the mix with it. So she didn't want to be found out for calling him a pussy or something. She didn't want to get in trouble, or she didn't want to look bad or whatever. Like, first of all, you can tell Shorty whole energy was an act up there. These joints know how to, start acting different when they take the stand and things like that. When in reality, in real life, they loud, cursing, motherfucker, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? They walk around with their ass out, cleavage out. When they in court, though, they button them. Yeah, mm-hmm. I did, he did. This woman got the fake crying on a joint when they asked her, so what happened? Can I get a minute? Now, one teardrop came down that woman's eyes. Right now, I'm not over here saying Stefan Diggs ain't do what this woman is saying he did, right? I wasn't there. But I also understand the judicial system, right? I understand when you are a witness and you're up there getting caught up like that, fumbling over your words like that, when you're getting caught up for trying to be deceitful from the jump with the police, it's not a good look. You're up there deleting messages. It's not a good look. You're up there constantly being stopped after you're trying to answer questions. You're being stopped and corrected to just directly answer the question and not try to throw something else in the mix. That's not a good look right now. I don't know Stefan Diggs, whether or not he's going to take the stand. You know what I'm saying? There's also no pictures of bruises or marks. I don't believe there's nobody else that heard what happened or saw what happened. She claims everybody was downstairs. Not saying something can't happen and nobody be there to see it happen, but I'm like, you already know Stefan, he got a high price lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And it's basically going to be her word against his. So when you're in a situation where it's your word against the athlete's word, you can't be on a stand getting caught up like that, in my opinion, right? You really can't. You know what I'm saying? Now, for me to get on Stefan Diggs, it's time for me to get on Stefan Diggs. Now, this guy, man, this guy's a weirdo, number one, and he's from my area too, which is a damn shame, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know how not to keep it a buck when reacting to different, stories and things like that, right? I believe, once again, we have another situation where you got a black man who done find himself in trouble because he don't know how to keep his goddamn dick in his pants. Once again, you got another black man who done find himself in trouble because he's just a damn crash dummy, not a smart guy, doesn't make good decisions. This is why you got other people saying things about Stefan Diggs. He got a whole grown-ass man accusing him for trying to snatch his booty, being a whole booty snatcher. The nigga is claiming Stefon was basically trying to take the man booty, licking in his ears and all types of crazy shit, and sued him, right? That's another story. But I don't believe it's ever smart to be this rich, famous guy to be messing around with females and then trying to hire those same females to live in your home and work for you, nigga. That's a bad move right there. You a dum-dum to me. You supposed to keep the hoes in the streets. What do they say? Don't mix business with pleasure. Not only did he mix business with pleasure, he had the business and pleasure in his damn home. In his home. Nigga over here smashing a joint, and my opinion on this chef, in my opinion, I don't believe this woman is a professional chef. I believe she was a jump off who could cook, and the nigga probably made a chef to keep in the home because he can have a double whammy, a joint he can knock down whenever he want, and a joint who can cook for him, because this shit don't make no damn sense, right? It don't make no damn sense. He was knocking her down, messing with her, all of a sudden she's just this chef with a BBL. Come on, man. Make it make sense. But the nigga Stefon Diggs put himself in this situation. He put himself in this situation, moving this woman in his home, mixing business with pleasure, not paying this woman, putting his hands on this woman, knowing the situation he could get in by being an NFL player and things like that. He's lucky the New England Patriots did not release him when a situation went viral, right? When it first came out. Because there's other teams, he would have been gone as soon as it came out. But I believe since it was the playoffs and they was trying to get to the Super Bowl and they needed him a little bit, he got to play, right? He got to play in the Super Bowl. But as soon as the Super Bowl was over, what did they do? Release him. And right now, he's not signed. I believe it's going to depend on what happens with this trial. And there could be a possibility he still don't get picked up, even if he beats it, right? But he's definitely not getting picked up if he loses this trial, in my opinion. But I believe Stefon Diggs did this to himself. Niggas got to be more responsible, man. I'm tired of seeing brothers getting caught up behind hoes. I've been saying this for years. If you are a successful black man and you're not a criminal, the only way you can crash out, the only way you can fumble the bag, the only way you can fuck up your success is going to be behind a female. That's how it usually works. Whether it's her accusing you of something, whether it's you putting your hands on her, that's going to be your downfall. Niggas' downfalls be a bitch. We see it all the time, right? We see it all the time. Niggas getting caught up because they can't keep their goddamn dick in their pants. We see it all the time with women. Women being caught up in a situation because they can't keep their goddamn legs closed. We seen it with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez is where he's at right now because he couldn't keep his dick in his pants. Megan Thee Stallion allegedly got shot in the foot. Or got shot in the foot, some people would say it, since he got found guilty because she couldn't keep her goddamn legs closed. What also wasn't a good look was a video that the defense had played in court of this female chef dancing right after she was supposed to have been attacked. Now, why will somebody be dancing, giggling, laughing. It's all fun and games after they were attacked. I don't know. But that is also a bad look. Like, what's really going on with this situation, man? It's bad, right? You would think if somebody attacked you and it was so bad and this guy was a monster, you couldn't believe it, you would think you'd be right out of there. It wouldn't be no laughing matter. You wouldn't be kikiing it. You wouldn't be dancing. You wouldn't be doing none of that. So let's see this video that the defense had played with this woman dancing after she was allegedly attacked. Now, does that look like somebody who just got smacked and choked and things like that and got attacked in her room? And she like, when she was, either she's this great liar, because when she was on the stand describing the interaction, describing what happened, she was going into detail or whatever, how he had his hand, what she was trying to do to get out, talking about she was trying to use a move to get out the joint that she seen on online, and Stefan was like, that ain't gonna work. That move you done seen on Instagram ain't gonna work. Now, I already knew something was up when they asked her, so explain what happened that night, like how did it go down? And she was like, can I get 1 second? And started getting fake emotional and fake crying and shit. It looked real fake to me, you know what I'm saying? But when you look at that video, like, damn, that video might have been the smoking gun for Stefan to beat this, right? Usually a smoking gun is what the prosecutor would need. That's what they say. Yeah, the smoking gun help them win the case. But that video is bad. Her deleting text messages before giving it to law enforcement was bad. Her testimony wasn't great at all. Some say it was bad, man. Some are calling her a liar. Some are saying they don't believe her. This whole situation is crazy. If that video was right after that happened, because I'm wondering how they will be able to prove that. Maybe she had the same thing on. Maybe there's witnesses to say they came downstairs or upstairs and it was doing that. But if that's what she was doing after she's claiming that man did this, I believe Stefan is going to be found not guilty. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying, then shorty, you just got exposed, because what are you doing? What are you doing? That shit don't make no damn sense. I'm out.